Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Tony Speaks Morning Show. I'm Tony T with you every day at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time. You know what life replays for today's card. And on today's show, we'll have picks for you here from the NBA. It is a 10-game card from the association. Also picks from college basketball. It's a little more major conference in Big Ten and more in action today. Action on the ice as well. Of course, we'll have our Parlay Purple segment at the end of the show. So all we ask for you guys to do is help us support us here with that that thumbs up. We greatly appreciate it. And of course, set those notifications so you're notified when we have our live shows. We have 5 live shows over our channel, all chat interact. So we welcome you to do that as well. So let's meet the cappers, and we'll get right to the picks as we don't mess around here on the Tony Speaks Morning Show. Let's say hello. Alessandro, what's going on?
Nothing much, man. Had a push there with that Pelicans-Hornets game. I was on a +7. So that's a push. And then the Maple Leafs actually got it done for me there last night in hockey. A little puck line, too. So that was nice, almost +200. So, yeah, moving right along. Just been kind of staying disciplined, 1 to 2 plays a day.
Yeah, so I'd roll there. Yeah, that one was a little rough at the start. I think if they told you early on you get the push, you probably would have taken it, how far they fell behind.
Right.
Yep, it was a rough one there. Solo, what's going on?
All right, what's going on, everybody? Happy Tuesday. NBA, I think we dropped 2. College basketball, we had a couple. We hit that Kansas money line, Maryland Eastern Shore, and Howard. We had a couple. Nice card. Let's fire. Let's make some money.
Let's take some money. Indeed. I was light yesterday with a single with Stephen F. Austin getting it done here against McNeese there for today. So we'll get it rolling here. In the, of course, those of you that have the over that NC State Syracuse game, that was wild in. I don't know if you guys saw the last 5 minutes of that game. Syracuse went on a 35-10 run to push that over and made it interesting at the end of the game. The Syracuse looked flat and dead.
Didn't Syracuse cover? I didn't play the game.
I don't. I was literally. They may have covered that big number. They were.
It was the worst beat of all time if you bet on UNC -11.5. They wound up winning by 10.
Right.
Up by like 30 points.
Yeah.
Anybody on Syracuse, you got a lucky one.
Yeah, you did. And the thing is that North Carolina's defense was terrible. I mean, that was another thing. They don't defend very well. And Syracuse just got hot from 3 and chipping away. But more importantly, if you had the total, even the bad number came in. That was the crazy thing about it. That thing was going dead under because Syracuse couldn't get any points. And before you know it, a 35-10 run at the end, near the end of the game. That was a wild game there if you happen to catch that one. But guys, as you know, we're going to give you our free plays. But if you want our best bets, we'll head on over to TonySpeaks.com. That's where you'll find our best bets and premiums. We're all documented there over at TonySpeaks.com. So right now you're going to get our free plays. But hey, where's our best plays? You'll find them there at TonySpeaks.com. So let's get rolling here with the show. We'll get it started. Yeah, they got Duke next. So that's really coming up this weekend. And I guess we'll do 4-4-2 in a block of 10 here. We'll start with the Knicks and the Wizards. Knicks on the road, 13.5, total 228. Nuggets and Pistons. Pistons 4 at home, 3.5 are showing up, total 227.5. Jazz and Pacers. Here we got the Pacers laying 3.5, total 236.5. Lakers and the Nets. LA on the road, 8.5. Nines are popping up now as well at Circa and Pinnacle. So they may move this line to 9 in places out there. Total 222.5. We'll take a look at the injury reports here from these games. For Denver, no Bates, no Gordon, no Johnson. Braun is questionable. Just Levert questionable for Detroit. We go to Utah and Indiana. For Utah, they need him. George is out. Harkless, Niang, Nurkic out there for Utah. Obi Toppin out for Indiana on the back-to-back. Knicks and Wizards, McBride, McCullough, Robinson are out for New York. For the Wizards, no Johnson, no Vucevic, Trae Young out until after the All-Star break. Gill is questionable. And Lakers and the Nets, the injury report shows no Tiro, no Reeves. Bronny James is questionable. Reeves is questionable as well. Reeves and Bronny James questionable. On the Brooklyn side, no Highsmith. Zaire Williams and Clowney here are probable. Brooklyn looks a little more healthier than we've seen for most of the season here. We'll get started with Alessandro.
I'll go to that game. I actually like the Nets here, plus the 8.5. Possibly even a sprinkle on the money line. I don't know. I would like this Noah Clowney, Zaire Williams in their game time decisions. But, as long as we have Cam Thomas, Michael Porter Jr., Denman has stepped up, Drake Powell, Danny Wolf, plenty of names, young roster. Lakers get everybody's best shot. I'll take the plus 8.5 there with the Nets. I'm looking at another dog. I like the Wizards. 2 ugly dogs here. to start off the slate. Don't get me wrong, 3 out of the last 4 wins have been against the Bucks, the Trailblazers, the Kings. So I get it. The Wizards, a nice little run they've been on as of late. Got blown out by the Lakers. Could they get blown out here by the Knicks? It wouldn't surprise me, but I think they hang around. Again, a young, scrappy team. Would have liked Trey Johnson to be in. He messed his ankle up the other night. But still, you got Koulibaly. Bub Carrington has stepped up over this little run. Enough pieces for me to get on the Wizards there. So 2 dogs.
2 dogs there from Alessandro. Next up, we move on over to Solo.
The Nuggets and the Pistons, I think we saw this game last week. I think Denver's, was aware of it. They obviously coming off another loss the other day. I think they played hard. I think his line indicates Joker's probably going to play a little better than last game. I'll probably take the Nuggets with the points. I kind of agree with the Wizards. I think it's a nice little spot. I think the Knicks kind of also got Denver, I want to say, in the next day or two. So probably a nice little look-ahead spot. The Wizards might catch them slipping. Probably, like you say, nice little pizza money, money line play. But also definitely take the points. And I think that's all I have in the slot.
All right, from Solo, tell you what I think about some of these games. Yeah, I'm going to come here on the Pacers here. I know it's a back-to-back, but they're not traveling here in this spot here. In Indiana, just a -3 net rating at home, but Utah, 5-18 road team and a -11 net rating. Jazz have failed to cover 5 of 6. I think they're going to miss George. They need his shooting, and it's been the really bad 3-point defense for Utah over this period. Pacers have covered 4 of 5 with good 3-point shooting. And I'll look here at the Indiana in that spot. Also, I'll look at the Wizards here plus the points. Just not a big fan of the Knicks on the road here. Knicks on the road this year giving 48% shooting. And the Wizards over that period of time, 47% from the field, 36% from 3. I'll take all those points here with the Wizards. They've covered 6 of 8 spots of good defense by the Wizards there. Flashing some of that. What else do we have here in this spot? Yeah, I agree with. So I'll look at the Denver here to get the plus price here. Pistons issues is hitting the 3-pointers. That's been the issue with the Detroit Pistons, and this Denver team, a little bit scrappy team. I know Jokic is back. He was. We had a big discussion on Sunday about why that line was moving. That OKC game. Yeah, he didn't play his max minutes. That's for sure. But maybe we'll see.
They were going to get their ass kicked.
Yeah, probably what it was. Right, they did it. But Pistons just not shooting the ball from 3 well. I'll look at Denver there. I agree with the Nets here. Nets have been covering spreads here of late. Looking at this Brooklyn Nets team, Nets have covered 3 of 4 with good 3-point shooting, and LA has not been defending the 3-point line very well over the past 2 weeks. So I'll look here at Brooklyn plus the points and look for that 9 because that 9 is probably going to pop up. It's Circa and Pinnacle right now, the 9. All right, we'll continue here on the 20X Morning Show. The next block of 4 will be Hawks and Heat. We got the Heat laying 3.5, total 240. Celtics at Mavericks. It's the Celtics here, 7 on the road, total 223. Bulls and Bucks. It's the Bulls laying 3 on the road, total 223.5. And then we'll close this block with Magic and Thunder. Thunder 7. There's a 6.5 out there as well, total 219.5. And we'll take a look here at the injury reports here for this block of games. All right, we'll take a look here at we got Atlanta and Miami in this block. It'll be Okongwu out. Looks like Porzingis here is questionable. Rasacher is in the starting lineup, so it looks like Rasacher getting healthy. Porzingis now Okongwu, somebody they rely off the bench. Now he's down, so we'll see how this rolls for Miami. No Hero, no Rozier. Jovic and Norman Powell, who was just named to the All-Star team as a reserve, he's questionable there for Miami. Boston and Dallas, just Tatum, only one out. So Boston pretty healthy coming in. For Dallas, it's Irving, it's Davis, PJ is out. Williams here is questionable. We go to the Bulls and the Bucks. We got Collins, Giddey, Jones, Saric out for Chicago. Werder, Phillips, and Smith questionable. Of course, on the Bucks side, no Giannis, no Harris, no Porter, and no Prince. And in Orlando and OKC, it's Castleton and Franz Wagner out. They need to get back to Germany to get Franz Wagner back in that lineup. For OKC, it's going to be Topic and the good Jalen Williams out. Caruso doubtful. The other Jalen Williams, Holmgren, Hartenstein, SGA, all questionable. So that's a big list there for OKC on the injury list. And remember, the trading deadline is also coming up. I believe it's a Thursday, if I'm not mistaken. Harden's name is out there. Like so keep an eye out on some of these games. Sometimes they come off the board if we see trades, so keep an eye there. Check your Twitter accounts if there's any moves coming here. Maybe you can get ahead of some of these line moves, although sometimes the books don't like it when you make a bet after there's been a trade announced. that could get you flagged. Not in the prediction markets, though. That's why you got to have an account in Kalshi in those prediction markets. They don't care. We go on over to Alessandro.
I'll start here with a game that probably will have some trade deadline type news here. Bucks and Bulls. It's hard to back the Bucks right now with everything going on. Obviously, Giannis has been out. I'm seeing Kevin Porter's supposed to be out. Gary Harris, just pieces off the perimeter that I would want. It's a host of guys for the Bulls. Don't get me wrong. Both teams struggling as of late. Bulls on a 1-4 ATS run. Bucks haven't covered in 5 straight. You look, Bulls have been at least a better team to back year long, 25-25 to the number, practically breaking even. You've lost, about 9 units? 19-28 if you've backed the Bucks every game this year, ATS-wise. I'm just going to, ride the trend here with the Bulls. A little bit of the better team as of right now, and I think, with all the trade news going on with the Bucks, you got some guys here. Don't know if they're going to be a Milwaukee Buck here at the end of this week. So I'll go Bulls there. A game I do like a lot, though, is this Magic plus a 6.5, even a money line sprinkle. When I look here, all those injuries for the Thunder's a reason. Also, I could make a case this is a look-ahead spot. They play the Spurs up next on a back-to-back tomorrow. Then they play the Rockets and Lakers. So to finish this week out, a lot more bigger fish to fry here for the Thunder. I think the Magic can go in here and steal one outright. Again, a lot of injury concerns on the Thunder side is what's getting me on the Magic as well. And I can make a case, feels like too much there for the Celtics to lay. I do think Jaylen Brown, Cooper Flagg should be an interesting matchup. I would like to see those two check each other. Normally the two best players don't really guard each other in today's game. But if Jaylen Brown wants to, I think he could go out there and shut him down. Tough game, but, we still have a Najee Marshall who's come in averaging 18 points a game in January. Gets me on the Mavericks a little bit, at least plus the points. And I do like a Najee Marshall 20-plus point prop.
Yeah, Najee Marshall, a guy whose name could get thrown around there.
He's on the block, too.
He's on the block. He's on the block. As a matter of fact, he is signed through 20. We got through one more year after this year, so his contract expires in a year. So if you trade for him, you get him in 20. You get the full 2027 season for him.
When a guy's on the trade block, it's tough. Is he going to go out there balls to the wall because he doesn't want to get traded, or is he just give up like I don't give a shit, screw, trade me, I don't care? You never know. I think Najee Marshall's the first type. He's going to go out there and ball out.
Yeah, well, the thing is
he's got the organization. The organization might say, let's just sit him until we make a decision.
There's that too. There's that angle too.
Yeah, if there's something brewing, if they know something's brewing, they sit him down. We've seen that before, right? We see them when they walk them off the court after a trade. We're going to see some of that here in the next couple of days where guys get walked off the court after they get traded. But remember, Najee Marshall's contract expires next season, so he'll be a free agent in 27-28. So he's thinking about big money because he's put up some numbers for them. So Marshall's going to get paid on his next contract. I think that's all that's on his mind is his next contract. That's how I think how it works there. On over to Solo.
I'm looking at the Hawks and the Heat. Hawks lost 2 straight. Look like you say they got a couple guys in, but a couple guys going out at the same time. I think they come to play. I think Miami plays a little better at home. I think they play with a little bit more pace. The pace is clearly slowed down slow in the season, but look like they got some guys in. I think they get up and down, take this total over 240. Celtics and the Mavs. I just think the Celtics are playing good ball. Looks like they're healthy. I think they come to play primetime TV game. I'm going to lay it with Boston.
There we go here from Solo. Tell you what I think here about these games here in block number 2. I'm going to look here at I'll look at Miami in this spot here against Atlanta. Atlanta, the team has been having their struggles. He'd have covered 4 of 6 with really good defense, and they have been defending well over the past 2 weeks, holding teams to 45% shooting. And Hawks have failed to cover 2 straight. Really poor 3-point defense here. So I'll look at Miami in this spot. Yeah, I think it's a little too many points with Boston. I'll look at the Mavericks in this spot. The Mavericks have been defending here very well here. Oh my goodness. Oh my. Matt Nagy now is your offensive coordinator with New York. Bad news for Giant fans. Bad news just coming in. Bad news. That's a bad one there, Giant fans.
Who was he with last year? Where's he been?
Chiefs. He's been the Chiefs offensive coordinator. And when they let you go from that job, yeah, that's a guy you put on the do not hire list if there's one of those. Poor Giant fans out there. But anyway, I'll look at the Mavericks in this one. Celtics, the shooting has been an issue for this team, right? Over the past 2 weeks, 45% shooting. When you kind of look at their shooting numbers, not
playing defense.
They're playing defense, that's for sure. That end of the court is held up. Maybe that's signs for Tatum coming back. Tatum didn't want to commit. I know Ramona Shelburne probed him about coming back, and he was not committal. So we'll see what's going on there with Tatum. There, yeah, I can only look at it's hard for me to bet the Magic without Franz, but the Magic has shown a little bit of late, and there's just too many injuries on this OKC team right now. So I'm going to look here at Magic here plus the 7. OKC's failed to cover 4 or 5. It's poor 3-point shooting. That's been the issue all year with them, and it's a lot. The corner threes, they're not hitting corner threes too. So that's something to be concerned up here with, or especially covering these big numbers there. So I'll look at Orlando plus. Yeah, Milwaukee's a team that's tough to back. I can only look at the Bulls. They can at least they can hit their threes. I don't know if the Bucks can keep up with their shooting with this Chicago Bulls. Although Chicago has a lot of injured players, but the Bucks have lost 8 of 9. Bad shooting here for this Milwaukee team. And keep an eye here on Bobby Portis, right? The guy feels like Bobby Portis has been with the Bucks since I've been a kid. So you think he's pinned in the starting lineup today? He's usually a guy off the bench. So Bobby Portis could be one that they move out of there because he's been there for a long time.
Three.
I like the front court. I like Bucks front court. Miles Turner, Kyle Kuzma, and Bobby Portis is not a bad 3 set of forwards and center, to have. I don't know. But
they got to break it up, brother. It's not working.
Yeah, he's been a first round. He was first round pick in 2015, and he has a player option. So he has a player option here in 27-28.
What screwed the Bucks over was letting go of Budenholzer. What was that, like a year and a half ago?
Oh, yeah.
When they were like 30-8 or something in the East, like in the first or second in the East, and they let go of their head coach. Never seen anything like that.
Number one in defensive.
Portis on the block. What Tony just said, that Portis has a player option. So yeah, so the only time to get off of it is right now. Yeah, but they're gonna move Portis. Player
option in. He got one more year under contract next year. In the following year, he can walk. So you'll get him next. You'll get him for next season. But Bobby Portis has been there. He was drafted in 2015. Veteran player. He can shoot. But I think he's somebody. If you want to kind of rebuild,
but he started with the Bulls and he played with the Wizards and then he went to the Bucks.
Yeah.
He's been around a little bit.
He's been around, and he can come. He's usually off the bench. He's a bench guy. He's a guy that can get some scoring. He's the guy I would identify if you're going to package Giannis, or if you want to get some picks. Portis may be a piece there that Milwaukee may look to deal there. So that's just a note there, especially if you're betting Milwaukee. Keep an eye there on any trade moves, possibly with Bobby Portis. I'm just projecting that he could be a candidate to be traded there. All right, let's continue here on the 20 Morning Show. Close it out here with these final 2. Sixers and Warriors. It is a back-to-back here for Sixers. Warriors going to lay 3 at home, and there's a 3.5 coming up as well. Total 220.5. Suns and Blazers. It is Suns 3.5 on the road. Total sits here at 218. And we'll take a look at the injury report here from this block of games. Sixers and Warriors, just Paul George is out here for Philly. We know the situation there, 25-game suspension. I don't know if he's going to usually these players, they can protest it, right? Or I don't know. I forgot the word you want to use for it, but they can.
Sometimes you're just caught.
Sometimes you just get caught, So I didn't hear any news whether or not he wants to fight it, but I think he admitted to just taking some medication.
That's fight. You got to tell him what you were on.
Yeah, got to do that. For the Warriors, it's Cryer, Kuminga. Both Currys are out. Seth Curry and Steph Curry are out here for Golden State in that one. So keep an eye there. No Steph Curry in this game. Suns and Portland. Booker out. We know with that ankle. Green is questionable. For Portland, it's no Murray, no Tybal. Scoot still out. We haven't seen Scoot all season. He's doubtful. Avia was laid to the All-Star team. He's doubtful. Scoot doubtful. Drew Holiday could be a piece out there. Keep an eye there. He is questionable here. Let's see what the story is on Holiday. He's another veteran out there, but they're not getting it done in Portland. And Holiday is on he's got a player option 27. So he's signed through 26, 27. So he'll have one more year next year, and the following year he'll be able to walk. So Drew, keep an eye on Drew Holiday, this veteran here who's averaging 14 points a minute. They're not winning there in Portland, so we'll see if he may be a veteran they move. Other than that, it's nothing but young guys there on Portland. We get started here with Alessandro.
Yeah, this first game here, I actually like the Sixers to get this one outright. Just, again, no Curry. I could get on the 76ers, who have been playing well on this road trip really all season. I think they're 15-6 against the number on the road this year. Unlike the Sixers of the past, they've been a little bit of an ATS cash cow this year. Again, 4-game winning streak here on the road. Tyrese Maxey's will be the best player on the court now, especially without Curry. Got no problem going to the Sixers here on a back-to-back. They get that done. Not really interested in laying this with the Suns, even though, again, a slew of injuries for the Trailblazers. Tricky spot. I'll probably stay away, but lean to the Suns here, minus the 3.5. Just no Avija, no Drew Holiday. What you're looking at, maybe a Jeremy Grant making an impact for you, but I don't know, not a lot of pieces on the Trailblazers right now. I'll probably stay away, but I do lean Suns.
There we go from Alessandro. Move on over to Solo.
Yeah, Suns got a little rest. I think they come in still banged up. I think they play a little defense. I think they probably lean on Brooks, shoot some threes. Portland's definitely banged up. No Denny. Nobody like Holiday to set the table like you attested to. I think points of premium. Take this total under.
There we go with Solo. Tell me what I think here about these games. Yeah, I'll look at the Sixers. They looked pretty good last night. I don't think the back-to-back will roll them up too much. No Steph Curry out there getting 3 points here with Phil. I think people are just playing the back-to-back spot. But they've got some youth out there. You don't need Embiid to carry the whole game for you.
Why is it so low?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's what's sketch.
The back-to-back. That's an Embiid, right? Because Embiid hasn't been performing.
No Curry, no Butler at home.
It's a back-to-back, and you always worry about Embiid in that spot, right? So Embiid's probably not going to play in this game, even though I didn't name his name. He's not even showing up on the injury report. What's going on here? He's not showing up on the injury report. Is there something happening to Embiid? Oh, they predict him off the bench. He's predicted off the bench, but let me see how many minutes he played last night. He logged 24 points in yesterday, 32 minutes against the Clippers, and he doesn't play back-to-back. So I think you're just assuming.
Yeah,
I think
he doesn't play back-to-back. He hasn't played one all season.
Yeah, so I would not expect Embiid at all to be in this game. So probably that's the reason why. That's the reason why you are seeing the Warriors' favorite 3, no Embiid. But I think Steph Curry's. It's like there's better chess pieces when you take Embiid and you take Curry out. I think there's better chess pieces on the Sixers side, personally.
Yeah, I'm seeing no Moses Moody, and obviously Kuminga's been out for a second. Is it going to be Braden Pozinski that's going to go out here and kill us? I mean, come on. I'll take.
I'm not taking the Warriors. I'm taking the under. I just don't see where the points are going to come from. So we're on the same page.
Yeah. And the line, we're thinking the line here. Why did the line moved here from Warriors 1.5 to Warriors 3.5, 3.5 at circa right now. So all those sharps in Vegas right now betting, or maybe the squares got in early from the Super Bowl. Hey, the Warriors only favorite 3 a day. People just they like to bet against teams on back-to-back.
Right.
That's what they do. They're just programmed to do that in the NBA. And they say, it's short number on the Warriors. So they're just to do that. All right. That's how I looked at that. I think it was my turn, right? I like in this block of games. I like Philly here. And that one also, I can only look at taking Portland here plus the points. Suns over the past 2 weeks sitting just 44%. Missing Booker, I don't trust them as a road favorite here without Booker. They have failed to cover 4 of 7. Bad defense as well here for Phoenix. All right, let's continue here on the Hooks More Show. Turning attention over to college hoops for this card for today. It's getting serious now, guys. We're already into March. So it's time to get getting these conference games in right now here. So in block 1, we'll cover the games here at 6:30 Eastern time, and we'll include the games at 8:30 Eastern time there. So from 6:30, include the 8:30. The games at 9 Eastern and later we'll do in block 2. Some of the notable games in this block would include here, obviously, Miami trying to keep that intact. The 4.5s are disappearing. They're now up to 5 in some spots, total 164. South Carolina, Texas. South Carolina is a terrible team, but Texas laying 13 at home, 13.5 in that one. Wow, the big number. Xavier and UConn. Look at UConn, 17.5 at home in that one. My goodness. Boston College, Duke 26 at home. Oh, my goodness. There are big numbers in these games. there. St. John's and DePaul. St. John's 10 on the road, 10.5 in some spots there. So some of the notables there. We start block one with Alessandro.
Yeah, I'll go to that game, Miami, Ohio, Buffalo. I'll just keep it simple. You look how the last time these two teams played, Buffalo should have won that game. Miami, Ohio needed to make a 3 there, like at the buzzer, to force overtime. I think this one went double overtime, if I'm not mistaken. It was a game in the hundreds. I don't know. I like the over, and I like Buffalo here plus the 5. That one you might be able to wait on. Public seems to like Miami, Ohio there to get it done. I don't want to lay it with them in this spot. I think they're bound to get their first loss. A little bit of fool's gold. Give me Buffalo here. I'll probably even sprinkle that money line a little bit. Little upset there. I'm not interested in laying these numbers with Duke and UConn. Like, I'll just let those games go. I could make a case they cover it. I'm just not going to touch it. Same thing with this St. John's DePaul game. I mean, DePaul is obviously the second conference play comes around, you start fading them, but they're catching 10.5 here at home. Don't know how much Pitino gets his boys up for that one. I think the only other game I was looking at was this UIC versus Murray State. I'll take the points at UIC. Playing some good ball as of late, 8 straight wins. Murray State going the other way, 4 straight losses. Don't look at the records here. 16-7 Murray State. I think they lose outright here to UIC. You could take the 6 points, but again, I like the money line here with UIC. That's really the only games I like in this early slate.
There from Alessandro. For fact, I mentioned Solo Zips are in action against Eastern Michigan from 10 up to 12. Yeah, 10 up to 12. I don't know the Solo.
Yeah, I'm going to look at Valpo and Bradley. Bradley's clearly the better team, but Valpo, we've been making money all season with them. They find a way to sneak in the back door. They shoot the 3. They shoot well from the free throw line. I think they play a little defense, get some stops. Let's take back Valpo with the points. I think this line's actually on the move. I think I took it yesterday around like 8.5. I see it's down to 7.5. Take Valpo with the points. Another team I like on the road, it's a little early where it is, Ole Miss and Tennessee. I know Tennessee's a better team. I don't really like the comments Rick Barnes made the other day when he's talking about his players. When he said he wondered if his guys are betting on the games and this, that, and the third. It just kind of rubbed me the wrong way. I like Ole Miss. I think they've been solid on the road. I want to say like 5-1 ATS on the road. I think they come to place too many points. Give me the Rebels.
There we go with Solo. Tell me what I think about these games here. I'm going to look here at Toledo, latest short number here. Golden Flashes failed to cover 8 of 10. This Kent State team. Just 11th in effective field goal shooting in the MAC, just 30% from 3, 52% inside. A team that commits a lot of turnovers. They don't force turnovers defensively. This Toledo team, good offensive team in conference, 37% from 3, 77% on line. A team that forces turnovers defensively. So I'll look at Toledo in that spot. All right, let's continue here on the Twix Morning Show.
Game right there. I looked at that game. The only thing that held me off was Kent State, the big guy, the big 300-pounder. Isn't he out?
Let's see what it's note here in that Kent State.
I was actually going to take Kent State, but I was curious. I think he was injured. I think he was in like concussion protocol or something like that. So I wasn't quite sure. And college basketball injuries is so hard to find.
Yeah, especially in that conference, right?
Mm-hmm. The big guy, I can't remember his name, big fat guy, but he can score. He's the best player on the block.
Let's see what I'm showing. I'm not showing an injury. I'm not on my line screen. I'm not showing an injury on him. So
yeah, I think he's missed like the last 2 games. He was in protocol, but something.
Oh, okay.
Either way, I got you. I passed on the game.
All right, let's continue here on the Tony Morning Show. We'll turn our attention over to college basketball second block here. In second block, we're going to cover the games here at 9 Eastern. That include the late night game. We got a couple at 11 Eastern tonight. So some of the notables from the 9 Eastern time would be Pitt, Virginia laying 13.5. St. Louis and Davidson. St. Louis, one of those strong mid-major teams here, laying almost 9 on the road right now against Davidson. NC State, SMU, NC State 2.5 on the road there. Also in this block, Rutgers, UCLA 14. Indiana, USC 1, although Pick'ems are starting to show up there. And then Wyoming, San Diego State, the Aztecs. Boy, this was 11 last night. This is now up to 12.5 and 13 in that game. I thought that was a little low last night in that game there. So we'll start here with Alessandro.
There's a couple here, actually. NC State, SMU. I like NC State. I'll lay the 2.5 on the road. Simply the deeper team. This guy, Yigatolu, the big for SMU, I think he's a straight liability. You can hack a shack him. Can't even make a 2-foot layup near the rim. And then Boobie Miller hasn't been as efficient as of late. He's on a little bit of a cold streak. 24% from three his last 5 games. I just think too much there for NC State. I like that. They're on the road. I will actually touch a big spread here. Air Force Grand Canyon. Lay it with Grand Canyon. First year in the Mountain West. I think they want to make a statement here. 8-3 or 7-3 in the Mountain West, fighting for the number 1 spot here. I think they show up and whip up on Air Force. Air Force is just dreadful. Already fired their coach. Just don't touch Air Force at all. I like Nevada plus the 5.5. They already beat Boise State outright. I'll say Boise State's been fraudulent all year long. You don't lose to Hawaii Pacific in the first game of the year and expect to get money on me. I've been fading them ever since, and it's paid off. So give me Nevada here plus the 5.5. Of course, a little bit of that sprinkle on the money line. I like SC here, USC at home, minus the 1.5. Feels like a short line delay. Don't like the travel spot for Indiana. I like the front court advantage USC has. Tons of size, tons of athletic wings. Give me USC. And then, yes, give me UNLV to get right. 3 straight losses for UNLV, but they get a little bit of that medicine, as Tony likes to say. Fresno State, that's just about everybody's medicine. UNLV actually beat them in December, so I could say they make a little season series sweep here against Fresno State, a get-right spot. UNLV plus the 1.5 or money line, whatever you guys like. But, one more. I was looking at Wyoming. I don't know. I know Tony thinks that's too much. I remember the last game, it was 74-57 blowout for San Diego State. So, again, public sees that. I get why the line's going, but I'm trying to find a way to get on this Wyoming squad. It's ugly. It smells, I know. Leland Walker, he'll lead us to the promised land. Love that kid. He can score. He's a big-time hooper. Give me Wyoming here plus the 13.
There you go from Alessandro. Yeah, that line has been significantly moved from overnight on over to Solo.
Yeah, I took San Diego State last night at 11.5. I think they're just a better team. I think they have better defense. I think this crowd gets into the game. I think they pull away late. I'm laid with the Aztecs. Rutgers and UCLA. UCLA coming off that overtime loss. I think Mick Cronin likes to fire. Long road trip for Rutgers. I don't really like their guards. I think UCLA comes to play. I think they play a little defense. I'm laid with the Bruins. And I agree. I'm with Nevada. A lot of people give Steve Alford a hard time, but he has good size, has a solid roster. They make the free throws. They beat this team like you attested to. They won't be scared. They won't be scared of this environment. They won't lay down. They won't fold. Give me Nevada plus 5.5.
There we go with Solo. Say we're liking some of these games here. I'm going to go under here in Rutgers UCLA. Cronin was crying about defense after that game against Indiana. So you know what's going on in practice, right? It's all defense. So I think it's going to be a defensive smothering here by UCLA against a Rutgers team that's going to be out of their environment playing out here on the West Coast. I mean, these teams. This team. They're losing about almost $500,000 in the red. Bruins defense here over the past month, giving up 42% shooting, 28% from three. This Rutgers over the past month shooting 41% overall. Bruins come with their best defense of the season here after that embarrassment there. Defensively, I'll look at and also too. I don't think Cronin wants a fast pace after that double overtime game. They just played that on Saturday. That's a 2 rest day, but I don't think you're looking to go. I don't think you're looking to run here in this game because remember these games are playing almost 3 games a week now, and that's right. Another beef for Cronin. He doesn't like the way they're scheduling games so much.
They're still missing that guard, Sky Clark. He's been out for a while. I think this whole month, a hamstring issue. He is game time. So he might come back and play. That would lean obviously more to UCLA, but that's a big guard piece for me.
Yep. You know, when you sign to all these networks, you know, Peacock, CBS, Fox, and all these networks, you have to fill their time slots. So you're going to be playing on a lot. So it's not like the Pac-12 when you play Thursday and Sunday. This dude needs to wake up and smell the new roses that are growing in the backyard. Okay, you don't have that cake schedule. Every Thursday, every Sunday, you're going to play, and that's going to be like that for the next 3 months. Cronin's got to wake up and find out, smell reality. Yeah, I looked at Wyoming, but I look at San Diego State, but from 11 to 13 is too much of a line move. So I'll stay away from that one. Don't want this, don't like the 2 point. You're getting the worst of it. You're getting the worst of the number there. So we'll continue here on the Tony Morning Show. We'll look here at the hockey as we get close to that Olympic break here. We'll just ask Alessandro here in the hockey. Of course, the Rod Happy Hour will give you a thorough rundown on all the games. Alessandro also has this up on the site as well from his opening line show. So, Alessandro, hockey, give us what you got.
All right. So the 3 games I was looking at the Blue Jackets here, They're actually now, they've been a dog, minus 105. They were even last night. I just like Greaves here, expected in goal, the better option versus Markstrom. Playing some good hockey, too, as of late. Winners of 5 straight are these Columbus Blue Jackets. Give me them here to keep it going. I was looking at the Sabres with some fat plus money. It's almost plus 200 now. They whooped up on the Panthers last night. Road trip. Turn right back around. They got to play Tampa. Tampa's playing good as well. The winners of 3 straight. I think this is a scrap type game. I got no problem taking the plus money, though, with the Sabres with something to prove this year. And then the other one I was looking at, Maple Leafs Oilers. You can't put this total high enough. 4 out of the last 5 meetings between these two teams have gone over. You got Tavares, Austin Matthews, Willie Nylander. That's just on the Maple Leaf side. Obviously, you have Connor McDavid and Hyman and the rest of this crew from the Oilers. Way too much offense. Should be a fun one if you like seeing tons of goals. Give me the over 6.5. I'd even push this bad boy, alt line this thing, or team total this thing, however you want. Over in Maple Leafs and Oilers.
There we go here with Alessandro. Next up, we move on over to Solo.
No skates.
I'm sorry, no skates. That's right. I thought we were in the parlay. I was thinking the parlay. That's why. All right, now it's time for our parlay promo segment where our cappers give it a parlay team player prop game of the future. We get started with Alessandro.
All right, so I'll go to that Maple Leafs Oilers as my first leg, the over. And then I'll go Buffalo money line, Nevada money line. No NBA for me.
There you go from Alessandro. Next up, move on over to Solo.
Let's lay it with UCLA. Let's take the Wizards plus the points and Ole Miss plus the points.
Yeah, from Solo. Tell you what I like here. I'll take in this one. I'll take the Wizards plus the points. I'll take the points with the Sixers, and I'll go under with Rutgers and UCLA. All right, we got you through our parlay pro segment. Now it's time to see what our cappers have for sale over at Tony Six. We just gave you our free plays, but if you want our best bets, head on over to Tony's Picks right now. That's where you'll find our best plays documented over at Tony'sPicks.com with leaderboards showcasing top performers. Let's take a look and see what Alessandro has for sale right now over at Tony Six. Alessandro's been red hot on the leaderboards. Matter of fact, these are all based on $100 unit wager size. Alessandro, what do you got for sale today?
I got one play. I'm thinking about putting in another here. But the one play I have, dog of the day in college basketball. Go scoop that up. Been on a little bit of a nice run in college hoops as of late. But yeah, I'm probably going to put one more in here. It'll probably be another college game. But yeah, love that hockey play. I did give you guys that over, so that's a freemium there as well. But yeah, check out what we have on the site, Tony'sPicks.com, where our best bets are.
That's right, guys. Yeah, outside over at Tony Six. Best bet on the board right now. I'll get the day from Alessandro. It's profit guaranteed, meaning it must turn a profit or amount purchased will be credited back to your account for site credits. That's profit guaranteed. Get on board with Alessandro over at Tony's Picks. Long-term subscriptions there. You guys like that 7-day all sports pass to start the week. You'll get all of Alessandro's 7-day pass here, all of his plays here from NBA, college hoops, NHL, and of course, Super Bowl on Sunday coming up. And of course, all long-term subscriptions includes all props at no extra charge. Of course, we have full props here, a full automated prop system for our cappers for posting props. All of your widely available props from the NBA, NHL, and NFL are available on all long-term subscriptions, no extra charge. So get on board with Alessandro over at Tony's Picks, if you will. All right, let's see what's rolling over at Tony's Picks. We'll see what Solo has for sale for today. Solo, what you got for sale?
I got a 3-pack NBA. I should have my best bet loaded up by the top of the hour. I think I got a couple plays in college basketball. Sign up with me short-term, long-term. Pair with your favorite capper, hottest capper. Make sure you use that 15% code. Let's get to the bank.
Let's get the bank here with Solo over at Tony's Picks right now. Solo here coming in here with a 3-pack for you right now from the NBA. So get on board, profit guaranteed on that. Or your long-term subscription, the way to go. I talked about that 7-day pass here early in the week. So with all these sports overlapping, best time to do it. So get on board. And of course, you can match Solo up with your favorite capper with the 2-for-1 cap promotion. So you can just simply go over to the left and then select your favorite capper, match Solo up with your favorite capper, and go ahead and get signed up here on the 2-for-1 cap promotion, matching Solo up with Alessandro there. That's a good way to roll here over at Tony's Picks there. All right, guys, I'll have a best bet for you right now over at Tony's Picks. Also, I'm working on a 3-pack for you. I have 3 premiums in the board right now. I'm going to get the 4th one together to get a 3-pack for you. So I got that going over at Tony's Picks. So get on board with me. And that promo code TonyT at checkout knocks off that 15% off. All right, guys, with you here every day at 9:30 a.m. East time. It is the Tony Six Morning Show. hit that like, hit that subscribe. We greatly appreciate that. It really helps us build up our audience when you do that. We also welcome your picks in the chat. You can always post your plays, tell us what you like there. But over on our YouTube channel, you're going to find a lot of content on demand, and also you can check out our live shows here as well. Matter of fact, as you come into our playlist, best way to navigate our site at TonySwix.com is start the homepage, and you're going to see all of our live shows here up on the past live shows. Our Night Moves with Ramon and DeAndre is up right now for you. Alessandro's Look Ahead show, that's midnight each time. First look at these lines as they open with the Look Ahead show with Alessandro at midnight Eastern time. Of course, we have the archive of our morning show up there. Happy Hour with Rod. Daily Dangle comes back with hockey show, comes back after the Olympic break. But Rod here with Happy Hour Monday through Friday here at 5 Eastern time. So check that out. That's also archived here on our archive list. Of course, my compilation videos are showing up for you here on our channel, as well as our props. Chris is ready to roll here with an NHL hit list today. So this prop is up for you guys right now. Of course, our playlist from the NFL, our playlist here from the NBA, college basketball playlist, and more here. So check us out. Your hockey, Ramon's got you covered on all the hockey. Of course, Alessandro, when we got fight weeks, we get 5 picks from Alessandro. So check that out as well as Alessandro's live show here with the Look Ahead. Of course, our shorts are up there for you as well. But you'll also find Alessandro's plays here in the playlist as well with the NBA, college hoops, NHL, and more as we put them into compilation videos. And, of course, Alessandro has got your Look Ahead show here pretty much every day here at midnight Eastern as you look to crack those opening lines.
Yes, basically take Saturdays off. I got to watch my UFC fights. Those things run late. But every other day we will have a Look Ahead show. Friday is those fight pick videos along with it. Last night, pretty solid episode. Trying to touch almost every game, at least give you guys my thoughts. Doesn't mean I'm going to bet every game. But again, trying to find the edge there. 9 p.m. on the West Coast, 12 a.m. midnight there on the East Coast. Tune into the Look Ahead show. Get ahead of those lines here. And, just been a fun little experience doing that.
That's right, guys. A lot of information packed there with Alessandro on that Look Ahead show. Of course, live chat, interact with Alessandro. Question about a game. All we ask is let Alessandro go through his block before you tell him respond for you. I know some of you guys want those instant responses on those shows because I know you guys are eager and you're looking at these games as they open up. But we'll get to your chat questions once we get through our block. So check us out here on Tony Swix YouTube channel. A lot of great content here over on the channel, live and on demand. 5 live shows over our channel, all chat interact here on the YouTube page. Of course, Solo, we see here a lot of times here on the mornings.
Yeah, definitely more of a morning guy, but I'm going to try to slide through, when the happy hour starts popping back on. And, I'll see you guys early in the morning. The late nights, I'm kind of studying, got a lot of other things going on. But in the morning, I'm tapping in. Let's make some money. Parlay.
Make some money here on the show, guys. A lot of great content for you to help you guys out. So check us out, like and subscribe. We greatly appreciate it here on Tony Swix Morning Show with you here every day at 9:30 a.m. Eastern time. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. Greatly appreciate that when you do that. Like and subscribe with you here every day, 9:30 a.m. Eastern time. I'd like to thank everybody in the chat for joining us today here. CalDog, always great seeing you here in the chat. Andrew as well for your contributions as well here. Chris in here as well. Ready to roll here. Cash was Sengun yesterday, ready to come in with the first basket with Jalen Duran today. Hear from Chris here. There over for today. All right. Thank you guys in the chat. Thanks to the crew for joining us today here on the Tony Swix Morning Show. We're back tomorrow live at 9:30 a.m. Eastern time. Any closing thoughts from you guys before we close it out?
I'm good.
Best of luck.
Best of luck to everybody. We're going to wait goodbye, guys. You guys make a winning one. We're back tomorrow here on the Tony Swix Morning Show.